I'm Tia Sermons, and today I'm speaking with Mr. Randy White. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. Super excited to speak with you about your story. So, since we're here today to talk about just the disposal, about prescription drugs, can you talk to us a little bit about? I know you shared your story about your son, and I'm so sorry for your loss. Can you talk a little bit about just how that affected your family?
Well, it was my son-in-law, the one that someone gave him a pain pill. He had a bad knee, was a professional snowboarder, and he took the pain pill not knowing that it was one of these fake ones, fentanyl things,
Right.
and it killed him. It just killed him. And so when the opportunity came around to get involved with this product and create awareness out there, I said, I'm in. I said, I want to help out. So, you gain knowledge and then you gain confidence that you can go out and talk to people about it and share share my story and really make people aware that it's dangerous. You can die from it.
Yeah, it really is something dangerous, and just considering that it was your son-in-law, he was an adult, just how important do you think it is to educate not only kids, but especially even adults about this issue?
Well, I think you're 110% right. Not just the kids need to be aware and be educated, but the moms, the dads, the brothers, the sisters, the older ones, you don't want to let something laying around that's dangerous and that somebody could pick up. So everybody has to really gain some knowledge of what can happen and what drugs create these problems. And once everybody can get that, I think you'll see a big change in how they are used.
Yes, and it's definitely a hard thing to talk about, especially considering that a lot of stories that I've heard, even some that I've heard from some people here today, seeing that it's a lot of kids, even that are like younger than like the age of 6, who are just exploring things, maybe, of course, don't know how to talk or understand things. So it's definitely hard to even get to really, really little kids and teach them about drugs and not just to pick up random things that they find.
Well, that's true. There's stuff you can find laying on the floor that somebody dropped.
Right.
A little kid, you got to start teaching them from day one. Hey, you don't pick anything up. You don't put it in your mouth. Pa pa pa, and go on. I mean, it just like you said. This goes for all ages. This isn't just for kids. The kids are the ones that are victims of it most of the time,
Right.
and adults that don't have the knowledge of what they're doing to themselves is a problem. But everyone needs to know, and then they can share it with other people, and then it'll become a common conversation that, hey, this is something you don't do. Hey, watch out for this. And if we can get to that point, I think we'd make a big change in what's going on.
Yes, I would have to agree. And just speaking on just like getting out the message, based on your personal experience and even other stories that you've heard of, just what advice would you give to people just on this issue?
Well, if you are having a problem with addiction, now there are a lot of places you can go and get help, but you have to want to get help. I've dealt with those situations with family members and sports friends that have gotten tied up in the drug problem, and you can take them, you can put them in the right spots, you can put them in front of the right people, but they have to want to make the decision to stop. So your job, as in my job, would be to do everything we can to educate these people. Number one, they don't ever make that first bad choice. And then number two, if someone has, make them make a choice. Hey, I want to stop this. This is ruining my life and my family and my friends and everybody that cares about me. I'm running them off. I want to stop this and then go get help. So that's how I look at that one.
Yes, it's definitely an important aspect to look at it. Like, you definitely have to want to get help, and it's also important, especially like what you're doing, what the lieutenant governor's doing with this initiative, making sure that you get it out to people. So, like, if it's somebody who is addicted, then it makes them want to say, oh, maybe this really is something that I should be dealing with and get help on.
Well, I think people, until they have some kind of shock. They
Right.
don't really realize, this one pill and you can die.
Right.
I mean, it's not like you get 10 chances and then maybe you might have something bad happen to you.
Right.
No, the first time you ever try this, it could kill you. And that's the message that I try to give people that I think that I'm counseling with that need help. Because you have to pay attention. This is not a kid's game that we're playing. You're talking about the rest of your life and everybody you leave behind and how it's going to affect them also.
Yeah, that's also something really important, just how it affects your family. So definitely something people have to look out for.
Do what?
Yeah. And just for one last question, what do you see for the future of this initiative to help people learn more about just proper disposal of drug use?
Well, I think because it's creating the Attorney General and all the people in Texas, everybody is, Lieutenant Governor, they're all getting behind each other, supporting each other, and they're doing everything they can to make it happen, to create awareness. And when you see that happen, and then you think, I don't know how they keep the statistics, but I think those statistics will change dramatically in the right direction.
Right.
If everybody continues to work as hard as they're working on this. The fact that we're here tonight at this basketball game and everybody in here heard it. Now, maybe they didn't pay that much attention to it, or maybe it went in and out their ear, but they heard it. And when it comes up, they're going to hear it again. So I think that's a good thing.
Yes, it really is an amazing thing that you're doing. And thank you so much for what you are doing, and thank you for speaking with me.
Well, thank you, and good luck in the future in your profession, and keep working hard, and gain as much knowledge as you can, and as much confidence as you can get. And just remember, you can do whatever you want to. You just make your mind up, and you go ahead and pay the price you got to pay to be good at what you're doing, and it'll happen.
Thank you.
All right.